Welcome back to Mom Talk. We are talking birthdays today because my baby just turned 10.
That's a big one.
It's a big one, and he is the baby. So my youngest one turned in double digits.
That stings, doesn't it?
It really did. I feel like certain ones hit different. Do you?
I mean, I don't have that much experience yet, but yes. Like, I don't know. 1 was fine for me. Like a little emotional with Mason, but with Remy, I was like, cool, you're 1.
Yeah.
And then 3 was hard. 3 felt like, I don't know, 2, you still have a baby or a toddler. 3, I'm like, oh, you're like a big kid.
You're so big and they look so different.
And I feel like I was okay with 4.
Okay.
But 5 sounds hard. That'll be Mason's next birthday. And I feel like that's hard because, like, kindergarten.
Right, the milestones.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of like more of an association of, like, 3, they're losing their baby face. 5, they're going to school. I think it's more of what happens in that year for me.
Usually it hits me earlier than the day of. Like, oh, this is coming.
Like impending doom.
Right. And then, okay, and speaking of impending doom, Emma will be 13.
That's crazy.
So 10 and 13 within this short time span is a little much
That's
to
hard.
be hitting me with at one time.
Yeah.
But he wanted a smaller little gathering this year. Like, every year we've had a pretty big birthday party for our kids. Like, I'm all about it. I know some people don't do parties and they do like events or take them somewhere.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea too. I even pitched that to my kids a little later in life. But they love having their friends over. Henry, in my opinion, has a great birthday month. It's August.
Oh, yeah. So many options.
And I mean, coming from a December baby myself, I couldn't have any outdoor parties. So
I feel you. I wanted a swimming party so bad. I'm a November birthday.
Yes.
And one year my mom actually, like, had my birthday party at a gym that had an indoor pool.
I did that for Emma.
As you
So,
should.
After I had a Henry's first swimming party, he was 1. She said she needed a pool party. I was like, of course you do.
Obviously.
So we did it at the YMCA and she had a pool party for her 5th birthday.
There you go.
I know. So now we have these great places. But he had just a couple friends over, and Michael actually did talk him into smaller group and go to Topgolf.
Oh,
I know.
okay.
So that was really fun. So Henry's been several times before, and he just loves it. I've never been.
I haven't either.
Okay.
It looks like a good time. I do not golf.
I mean, I don't golf, but I bet you don't really have to golf to do it.
No.
It reminds me like a bowling lane. Like, you're just in your lane
Yeah.
and you're golfing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to go sometime because he loves it so much. He wanted it to be boys only.
Reasonable.
So Emma and I were out, which I get it. That's totally fine. And his bestie, Maddie Kate, we did a special thing with just her a couple days.
Oh, yeah, because no boys.
Right, no girls allowed. So, we always celebrate all week. Do y'all do that too? Or all month? Or however many days
you
it
get a
takes?
birth month, you
Right.
know? I mean, Remy's birthday is 3 days before Jarrett's, so October is literally a birth month.
All festivities.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the bad thing about Henry's is it is the first day of school.
Ugh.
I know.
That happened to my brother, too.
Yeah, so it just depends when school starts. But you know what? Henry's never complained about that, actually. But it did fall.
Good for him, because I remember Carter being like, I don't have to go. It's my birthday.
The only thing Henry said was, most kids in my class bring, like, cupcakes or something. He's like, I'm not doing that on the first half day. I'm
No.
like, that would be strange.
That is a
so-
good point.
So he doesn't get to do that. But we did spread it out like every year. So we got to do the trampoline place with the bestie, Maddie. And then he got to do the golfing with the bros. We did do some swimming after. And, now as they are older, I'm afraid somebody is just going to really injure someone else.
I mean,
We've got to try all the tricks.
yeah.
And I'm really laid back. I'm like, do what you want to do.
But safety.
Also, please don't break your neck.
Please don't.
And like, these boys just...
Not on my watch.
No. And just collectively, they just like decide to do something that could injure them so easily.
I mean, even still, that sounds like Jarrett.
Yeah.
It just never goes away.
And no fear.
None. Not even the healthy kind.
So we did that for several hours.
So you had a panic attack for several hours?
I sat as close to the pool as I could, as if that
You're the
would
lifeguard.
save them from anything.
Right.
Yes, but everybody was fine.
Thank goodness.
I told their parents, y'all probably should have signed a waiver before leaving them with me. But everybody was okay. He said he had the best time. He said Topgolf was his favorite.
Okay.
So my babe had a great birthday.
But it's still hard for you.
But 10,
Ugh. And did you have him on his actual birthday?
I had him on his birthday this year. So how we do that is, honestly, in our divorce decree, so official,
Yes.
we can split them half day on their birthday. So we can each see them, of course.
Okay.
But, I mean, Michael and I are both really laid back about that. So,
And you always have been, both of you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we want the kids to be happy. And
Right. You are like a good example, I feel like, for co-parenting because ultimately it's about the kids.
well, thank you.
Yes.
We try. So if it's my Tuesday, I may have him all day, but if we have a party on the weekend and it's still my weekend, Michael's going to come to the party, or
Right.
vice versa. Like that, we're going to see our kids
Yeah.
when we want to, especially on their birthday. But since this was a day off of school, I had him that whole morning. We went to Black Horse on his actual birthday, another day of celebration.
Yes.
And then Michael gets him back Wednesday night, so we both saw him
Okay.
on his birthday.
Well, that one worked out good.
I feel like that works out the best.
Yeah.
I feel like when I said like it's on like somebody's actual day and it's not a switch day, that is harder. Because even if I have the opportunity on a Saturday on their birthday to have them for half day, I'm not going to do that. I feel like it messes up their routine. It upsets them.
Yeah.
Well, if there's a party that we're going to all plan and go to, that's one thing. But I'm not
Yeah.
going to be like, okay, I'm going to come pick you up, take you somewhere, and bring you back.
That's just a lot of back and forth for a day.
Yeah. And that might work for other people, but my kids still will get a little upset or out of sorts if I go back
I mean,
and
they're
forth.
like you. They like the routine, and
Yeah.
that just kind of breaks it up.
Yeah, so we don't do that. Neither one of us do that. So I really am happy that it went that way. And the last couple birthdays for Emma, she has wanted to have sleepovers. It's fallen on my weekend. I don't have the space for a sleepover. I don't have a bonus room. Her bed would fit 2, maybe 3 people. So for her to do that, she does it at Michael's house.
Okay.
So that actually works out because I'll see her that whole weekend,
Right.
that day, but she'll be at his house that night with her friend. So it's really been the best of both worlds for the past couple years.
She's got it made.
She really does. And she's got that big space at their house to spread out for a sleepover.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really worked out for the past couple of years for us.
Now, what do you do on the years where you don't have them on their birthday?
Well, I cry.
Well, yes. Other than the obvious, what do you do?
No, it really has gotten better. There was a couple birthdays where it didn't fall on my day. And like I said, I could have gone to get them, but I didn't. And it was...
Because again, it's about the kids.
Right. And it was really, really hard. Obviously, I'm not going to sugarcoat that.
Yeah.
Not as a mom, I can't speak for dads. As a mom, I feel like their birthday is also mine.
No, it's significant for you.
It's very significant for me.
Okay, I had this surgery 7 years ago. I need to see what came out of me. Like, I
Right.
don't know.
I mean, I carried you. I
We
built
were
you.
attached.
I made you.
From scratch.
I don't even know how else to put it. Like,
Yeah.
we are one.
I also need to celebrate this day.
Yes, it is also a day of celebration for me. So, not seeing them on their actual birthday is not good for me, but it has gotten better. And I know they are happy,
Right.
whatever they're doing. I mean, of course, call or FaceTime, or if we are able to plan a party on that day, it gets
Yeah.
done. But yeah, there have been a couple where I haven't gotten to see them, and it's a tragedy. But it's
But you said it did get easier.
Yeah.
So people who are fresh to that, like,
people who are fresh to this, it's probably terrible if you feel like me, but a couple years out, it only gets better.
and that's not fake news.
It's really not. Victoria would tell you if I was lying.
No, I would.
And I can't explain when my kids are happy, of course I'm happy. So,
Yeah, and I mean, in this time too, your kids are getting older. I don't know. I just feel like if I had to be away from Remy right now and she didn't understand,
right.
that would be a lot different than even Mason being just a little bit older than her, being
Right.
like, hey, this is what it is. I feel like they understand better, so it makes it easier for everybody.
And also, Henry and Emma probably
each other.
don't care that I'm not at their party with their friends.
True.
If we're being serious. So, yes, and I've said that before too. Like, I'm so thankful that they have each other. So, I feel like Emma's my fill-in or Henry's my fill-in if I'm not able to be there.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
it works out and it does get better.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you would not have believed yourself if somebody had told you that.
No. I don't know how many years ago, 5 or 6, I wouldn't have believed you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they say time heals everything. And I think I'm healing.
Yeah.
I just think it's always a process because it's always changing. It's always
it's
looking
constantly
different.
evolving. Yeah.
Because we've talked about this before, but when our kids get older and they're driving and they're gone, I mean, would I have seen you? I don't know.
Right.
Or are you spending the night with your friends somewhere? So maybe I just got prepared for that even earlier than some people have to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So for birthday parties, are we going all out? Are we like
I mean,
doing the most? What does a birthday party look like?
so it used to be like for Henry, like 12 or 13 boys swimming, and that is, anxiety inducing.
Yes.
But he was really easy to have an outside party. Emma, we have really, she was my first, so we really switched it up. Like we did the jump place, we did the gymnastics place, we did swimming. I mean, every year I tried to think of a new place, also because I couldn't just do it outside in the backyard. So she's had a lot of different parties. I would pretty much let them invite whoever they wanted.
When did they start inviting friends, or have they always?
So Emma had like a group in Red Barn of friends that she is literally still friends with to this day. But I guess I wasn't the type like invite the whole class.
Yeah.
I don't even think I did that for Henry until he got like on a baseball team and like actually had friends. Like friends that he could tell you their name.
Yeah.
I mean, I know if they're in school together, they play all day, but I don't think I did those big of parties until Henry was older.
Okay.
So I don't think I held back on anything that they wanted. But I also, and tell me if you think this is weird, I don't get them a birthday present. Their party is their present.
Oh, no, because everybody else is getting them stuff.
Okay. I'm like, you're
And
not.
a party is not cheap.
Oh, it's the opposite of cheap.
I mean, I know you can make a party cheap, but it's not.
No, it's not. Even if you have it at home.
Yeah.
Like, I feed people.
I do too.
I know some people might do it like around like a not food time.
Right.
Even if I do that, I cannot help but like
Have food.
if I'm entertaining, I'm entertaining. So we've got food.
Yeah.
So, I just feel like it's going to cost. It's going to be expensive either way. So
yeah.
I know that going in.
So your party is your present.
That's right.
Now if you don't want to have a party.
When they were little, they didn't notice.
Right.
Now,
Do they understand, like, that is the present?
Yes.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm not trying to bog them down with financials, but they do know they're probably getting everything they want anyways because people are bringing them stuff that they don't even need. Our kids have everything they need. Mm-hmm. But, yes, this is my gift to you because this is what you chose.
Yeah.
To do this party.
Yeah.
But no, they're totally fine with that. And honestly, Henry probably has more money than me at this point. So he can get whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He's been asking for money for his birthday since he was 7. We are now 10.
We're really racking it up.
He is saving it up. He said he's going to save for a car.
Okay, do it.
And Michael told him whatever he saved, he would match.
Watch out, Michael.
This kid is serious. And I'm really proud of him. That's hard.
that's big at 10 especially.
He's like, are you going to let me spend any of my money? I was like, you did this to yourself.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, every now and again I'll let him dip into his cash.
Okay.
But yeah, he set this goal.
Good for him.
I know. Don't y'all have a birthday coming up?
We do. So Remy's is October 15th,
Okay.
10, 15, 20.
Oh, I like that.
And, I picked it.
Yes,
So I just have to, shout it out.
You did a
since I
great
picked
job.
it. Actually, my doctor was like, how about, she's like, I'm a numbers person.
Oh.
She's like 10, 15, 20. I was like, ooh, I like it too.
Okay, yes.
No, so yeah, she's going to be 3.
Okay, how is this one hitting you for her?
So far, I'm okay. I don't know if
Okay.
it's just so far out. I know Mason's 3 was hard, but I don't know how close we got to it before it got hard. But I don't know. It's just, she's so cute and I love her personality and I feel like she's so fun. She could turn on me when she turns 3. But yeah, we are planning a birthday party and I do the same thing every year for my kids' parties so far. I don't have like a ton of experience under my belt. Mason's only 4. But we do the same thing because Mason wants the same thing. And now that Remy's able to like voice an opinion, I'm like, hey, like I've presented options.
Mm-hmm.
And they've gone to some other kids' birthday parties now, like the gymnastics one. Like they've been to some other ones now. And they just want the same thing. So that is our house, a bounce house with a slide, Chick-fil-A.
I love it.
I love it.
The only part that's no fun is that you have to clean your whole house for people to come.
Yes.
But a bounce house, you cannot beat it, and you get it all day.
Yeah.
And then Chick-fil-A, how good is that?
No, I know. So I'm not mad about the fact that they just want to do this.
Yeah.
I will do this till the end of time.
If that's what
if
they
that's
want
what they want. If they're like, we want to do something else, obviously I'll do it. But I'm not hating on this at all.
No, that's a good setup.
We just do family. We don't invite any friends from like their daycare or anything. It's just family, and we have some cousins.
I was gonna say, you have cousins their age though, right?
Oh yeah, Jarrett's sister, she has kids right around their ages, and then my uncle, actually, his kids are still young enough to enjoy a bounce house. So.
Yeah, so it's still a kid party.
Yeah, there's still kids there. It's a good time. I mean, honestly, Mason and Remy would be fine if there was just a bounce house and nobody showed up. Like, they are just happy to have a bounce house.
Yes, this is here for me.
Yeah. So, parties are pretty chill. I did do presents when they turned 1, but I haven't done presents since.
Have they noticed?
No.
See?
I don't know if Mason's noticed. Mason's memory is something crazy. Like, I'm talking crazy, which I have a very good memory, but Mason's freaks me out. Like, he was playing with something the other day, and it was like this little calendar board thing where you like put the day of the week and like the weather outside and all this thing on your little magnetic board.
Mm-hmm.
And you do it daily. And he was like, oh, I really like this. Whatever little smiley face was on it for his mood for the day. He's like, oh, I like this. I haven't seen this one in a long time. It had gone MIA for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, okay, cool. He's like, can you ask Charlie and Teresa where they got this for me?
He knew that they gave that to him.
I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, that's who got this for me. Jordan, I kid you not, that was like over a year ago. It was like I guess not over a year ago. It was like last Christmas. It wasn't even his birthday.
Did you remember they gave it to him?
I didn't, but then when he said it, I was like, they did.
Wow.
Like, I was able to recall that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, our parties aren't so big to where I can't remember who gave what.
Right.
Do I remember every little thing? No, but I did remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, what's happening? Like, how do you remember that? Like, I feel like there's so much going on at Christmas, and you're so many different places. And, like, we didn't even go to Charlie and Teresa's house.
Wow.
Like, we didn't even see them at Christmas, actually. Like, somebody brought the presents to our house, and he still was able to remember. Like, just me telling him, oh, this is from...
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
And he does
Such
things
a good
like that.
memory.
Yeah, like freaky things all the time.
Okay, so one day he's going to be like, I remember
you didn't get me anything.
You didn't get me anything.
Now, he's probably really writing this down somewhere and keeping tabs on this. He would remember, but no, he hasn't mentioned it. I haven't mentioned it. If he did, I'm just going to say the same thing as you did, pretty much. Like, yeah, Mommy and Daddy got you this awesome party.
Yeah.
I feel like that's enough of an explanation.
Yes.
Like, again, I'm not overcomplicating that.
Do y'all do like a theme party, or just if they want it, or?
If they want it. So, like, when he turned 1, it was COVID times. But I still decorated and stuff. It was just blue and gray.
Okay.
And then 2, he was kind of into, like, cars. So we did, like, a race car theme. 3...
No?
3, we did something.
Did it? Was it construction?
Oh, no, this year was construction.
Oh, that's right.
3 was the firefighter stuff.
Oh, that was so cute.
So cute. And Jarrett, like, brought home his bunker gear and stuff.
Oh, so cute.
What else? And then Remy, when she was 1, it was just pink.
Okay, Emma was pink and
you
green.
get a
for
color
1.
for your first year.
Why do we do that?
You just get a color because you don't really, like, have any interests yet.
Right.
And then when she turned 2, I was really proud of myself. I, like, Pinterested this one. It was too spooky.
Oh, that's
because she's
so
got
cute. She's
October.
October.
I know, it was so cute. And I did like Halloween like goodie bags.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
I know.
Wait, do you do goodie bags every time?
No, that one just like fit, you know.
Okay, so
I
that-
just did it because it went with the theme.
I have never done a goodie bag at any birthday party I've hosted.
I think that's kind of like a thing from like our childhood now. Like I feel like most people are like absolutely not,
Okay.
because Mason's gone to a few birthday parties and there are no goodie bags, and I am good with it.
No,
First of all,
I don't expect one at all.
I don't need some silly putty in my car.
Right.
Thank you, but no thank you.
Right.
And two, I think people are just like, no, this party's expensive enough. Why am I giving away presents?
Yeah. I mean, if some people, my kids have gotten some at some parties before, and they think it's so cool that they get to bring something home.
I mean, it is.
And you know what? Now that Emma's older, it's not a goodie bag, but she got like a wash your face makeup headband.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
that holds your
yeah.
hair back. So, I mean, that was cute, and you could actually use it.
Practical.
Yes. But yeah, never have I ever given. one
I
of those.
only did that one time, and I mean, the things I put in there were, I mean, again, the kids coming are my kids' ages pretty much. So here's a coloring book. Here are some Halloween stickers. I mean, we are not going crazy.
No.
Here's like a Halloween tube of bubbles. Like, it is nothing crazy.
It was just perfect and fit with the theme.
It just went with the theme that I could give you this little trick-or-treat bag. So
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
I think I even called it like a trick-or-treat bag. Like, not a goodie bag.
That's so cute.
I actually had a really good time with that one.
I
It was
know.
like pink and black.
Okay,
I
what are y'all
loved it.
doing this year?
So she does have opinions now, so
Mm-hmm.
she can let me know. So it will be Paw Patrol,
Okay, we are not surprised.
but pink Paw Patrol specifically.
Okay, so she loves the pink.
Yes, and I think the dog's name is Sky.
Okay.
So Sky is the
y'all-
main character.
Do
for
y'all
her.
match the cake to your theme?
Oh no.
Okay.
So for cake, I usually just like make a funfetti from a box.
Oh my gosh, you make their cake.
Well, listen, I don't want kids spitting on my cake. So I make a cake to put a candle in, and we sing to them with that. And, you know, the four of us in the house will eat it over the next day or two. But for people, I just do cupcakes from Publix.
Okay.
And they're not decorated any type of way. They're just like white and chocolate
Okay.
because nobody cares.
They don't.
I know it's like some people's thing is like a crazy cake. And I think cakes are really cool and pretty. Cake's just not my thing.
You know it's mine.
I know it's yours.
And I have gotten so many cakes made for them for their birthdays, and I think they're so cool. Number one,
They are cool.
like it is my
They're
thing,
impressive.
as in I like to eat cake.
Yeah.
Any kind.
Mm-hmm.
So when I have a reason to have one made,
We're doing it.
even better.
Yeah.
So I have my cake lady for both of their birthdays. I mean, we've had some really good cakes. When
No, they're
turned,
so cool looking.
when he turned 5, he had 5 small cakes. That was kind of over the top.
No,
but
it's not.
It was a superhero theme. So it was like each superhero got its own cake.
That's awesome.
And the cake was small. So like
I mean, yeah.
a little taste. We've
Were they
done-
all the same flavor?
No, they were all different.
Ooh.
I know. I was like, have your
Okay.
choice. I know.
I like that.
I really liked that one. That was one of my top faves. And one year, Emma, okay, she's an artist, y'all. She can draw. She drew what she wanted her cake to look like, and I gave it to the cake lady.
Oh my gosh.
That was so cool. And
Was she so happy?
Yes, I think that was a skating party. It wasn't a skating cake, but it was at the skating rink, and the inside of it she designed to be like the all different colored cakes. It was really neat.
That's awesome.
I know. I thought that was really cool for her.
Dang.
Yeah, so we had fun with our cakes. This may have been the first year I didn't order him a cake.
Okay.
He didn't want one. He didn't even like,
Notice it wasn't there.
I mean, I asked him. He didn't even want dessert with his golfing buddies. He
Oh.
was just like, no, we'll just eat some pizza or whatever. Like,
Are we too cool for dessert? What's
I don't
happening?
know. I was like, because Emma said he would want an ice cream cake.
Okay. Yes, Emma.
I know. Maybe Emma really wanted it because when,
Know what's happening in January.
Because when I asked him, he said no. But we ended up, of course, celebrating another time with my family at Sunday lunch. We have every Sunday. And so I did get him just a regular ice cream cake then.
Okay.
Yeah, but he didn't want it with the boys. Like, he didn't. Maybe that is too cool when you're 10 to have like a
sing happy birthday to you.
Designer birthday cake.
He's like, this is going to be too extra. I can't do it.
I mean, they wouldn't even slow down to even eat the pizza. Like,
Right.
They would take a bite and put it back down wet in the box.
Delish.
So, yeah, there was no time for cake anyway, so it worked out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like, okay, when you were married, did you celebrate each other's birthdays?
So, I'm not a big, like, gifty type person. Like, I don't feel the need for that. So, if Michael said happy birthday to me,
Happy birthday.
I'm seriously good.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to get me a present. I mean, we would, like, probably plan, like, a dinner or something, or go out with a group of people.
Okay.
I know once we had kids, I'm like, oh, these Skittles right here are from the kids. Happy birthday.
Exactly.
But I also don't, I mean, that probably might sound terrible to people who, like, really love to
Do gifts.
but I don't think, at least at that time, I don't think he was, like, a big gift person either. And those were his favorites, so the kids got to give it to him. And then I think he preferred having an opportunity to go out and, like, talk with adults and, like, over a gift.
Right.
So no big parties or anything like that, but I didn't forget.
No.
And then for me, I could really take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Really take it or leave it. I was good.
I mean, I appreciate Jarrett saying happy birthday. I mean, I appreciate anything he does. But it's not, like, I would rather them, the kids, give me something simple and, like, give it to me. Or, like, make me something, you know?
Right.
And then I feel bad because, like, Jarrett's not a gift person. Like, as far as receiving or, I mean, I don't know if he likes to give gifts, but receiving's not his love language. You know, when I had Mason, I was like, oh yeah, I got you this baby this year.
Right.
And then the next year I had Remy 3 days before his birthday.
Best gift ever.
Well, here's a fresh present. But, you know, she's almost 3, so I really can't use that anymore. So I go back and forth. I'm like, am I supposed to, like, do something? And he turned 30 last year.
That's a big one.
I know. I was like, should I have done something? Like, should we have, like, planned a party?
I mean, I just don't feel like that, but I know some people do. So
I don't know why. I was just like, oh, well, we should do this. And for a minute I thought about it, and then I didn't do it.
you know, Emma is a gifter. So when it's my birthday, she feels like she has to get me something. She doesn't have a job.
Right.
And
You are 12.
And when I tell them I only want to spend time with them, I really mean that. And they're like,
That's just like, I think to people who gift giving is their language, that's like,
it's not enough.
you're lying.
You're joking.
That's not real.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
I said, well, I will take you somewhere shopping for me. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Or my mom can take you. Or Michael would take her. But I'm like, I just want you to be here with me. Or for the past, when they were smaller, I would let them plan my birthday. And
Spend the day doing what they wanted.
of course, because they were 5 or whatever, so they weren't actually planning anything I would pick. But
Yeah.
I had fun no matter what. It wasn't bad. One year they planned to go stay at a hotel in
Okay.
Clarksville so we could
Ooh.
swim.
Ooh.
I loved it.
Yes.
One year we just went to a movie. One year we went to City Forum. So I've been letting them plan my birthdays.
That's fun.
And so they feel like
They did something.
they did it, and we're
Yeah.
celebrating.
That's like a gift and an act of service and quality time.
It was
They're
the
trying
best.
to check all the boxes.
I know. So my birthday hasn't fallen on my time with them, which I don't think they've noticed, and that's fine because I don't need to celebrate.
Yeah.
But
And we wouldn't want them to notice.
no. So that hasn't happened in a couple years, but we were a couple years strong. They were really planning it up.
Man,
I know.
that's a good idea.
It is a good idea. The kids loved it.
I bet. See, your kids are thoughtful. And Mason is sweet. I know I say a lot of crazy about him, but he is sweet. It would be the most Mason day.
What would he pick?
I mean, I couldn't even tell you. We would probably be elbow deep in the sandbox.
Right.
He just loves his sandbox so much. That's all we do. Sandbox, outside, slip and slide, pool. He's been practicing going under the water lately.
Okay. So
He's ready to go back to your house.
Okay, bring him over. It's time.
He's like, I'm going to jump off the diving board this time.
Yes, we're ready.
He's like, I know how to hold my breath.
Okay.
I was like, you have not choked in a while.
My kids will be ready anytime.
Well, he said, he was like, Henry's gonna really like this trick. I was like, oh, okay. Trying to impress Henry.
That's so cute, though.
It is cute.
Okay, well, thank y'all for listening to our birthday party episode. Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram. We're going to be doing some giveaways on there. We don't want you to miss it. And be sure to follow us and subscribe on our podcast account. You can find us on Apple and Spotify. And please don't forget to turn in your funny kid stories. We're going to read them on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. I just can't wait for that one.
Yes. Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.